Chelsea's latest contract offer falls short of Antonio Rudiger's expectations as rival clubs start circling. Chelsea defender Antonio Rudiger has refused the club's latest contract offer worth £140,000 a week and feels it falls short of his expectations, according to reports. The German defender has been a key part of Thomas Tuchel's back line since the manager took charge in January, though he is out of contract next summer when he can leave on a free transfer. Foreign clubs are allowed to begin pre-contract negotiations with the 29-year-old when his deal enters the final 6 months, in January, and he already has a host of European clubs queuing up. Chelsea opened talks with Rudiger's camp over a new deal months ago, though the Telegraph report that he is unwilling to accept their latest offer of £140,000 a week, which represents a £40,000 increase on his current salary. Having become such a key component of Chelsea's Champions League winning team, he is looking to at least double his wages and feels he would be offered that by other clubs as a free agent. Rudiger is also aware that a host of the Blues' current stars are already earning over £200,000 a week, including Romelu Lukaku, N'Golo Kante and Timo Werner. But Chelsea are extremely unlikely to cave into his demands, and any protracted negotiations certainly will not be resolved before January, when Rudiger is free to begin talking to foreign clubs. Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus and Bayern Munich are all interested in the centre-back, who would have his pick of clubs if he does not commit to a new contract. Rudiger would ideally like to stay at Chelsea, however, and is still considering how much money he'd be prepared to sacrifice in order to continue at Stamford Bridge, particularly when he is conscious of the fact that this is likely to be his last big payday before he retires. At this stage, there are little signs of any progress being made, while Chelsea's decision not to give in to Willian's massive demands just over a year ago have been vindicated by his struggles at Arsenal and subsequent move to Corinthians. The Blues hierarchy will certainly keep that in mind when negotiating with Rudiger, while they intend to make a renewed effort to sign Sevilla's Jules Kounde either in January or next summer, which would cover the potential loss of the Germany international. Chelsea star N'Golo Kante shows humble side as he does weekly Asda shop as fans joke he did the shopping for two. Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kante has been spotted doing his food shop in Asda as fans praise him for being one of the humblest footballers around. The 30-year-old, who has won almost all there is to win for both club and country, was snapped by a fan also doing his shopping. And Sarfraz Ahmed had nothing but glowing words for Kante after meeting the French midfielder. Speaking on Twitter, he said, "Went out for some casual grocery shopping at Asda and look who I bumped into. What a player and what a human being. Very kindly took a picture with me and was so polite. Listened patiently to what I had to say, so humble for a player of such class." Incredibly, the star drives the same Mini Cooper he bought when he first arrived on our shores with Leicester in 2015. Kante paid around £20,000 for the motor, when it was new, 6 years ago after arriving from Kounde for £5.6 million. So enamored with it, he sent that car to France, where he drives it whenever he returns home and soon replaced it with an identical Mini soon after to drive to Cobham. Jorginho believes Romelu Lukaku has arrived at Chelsea armed with the qualities to become a huge hit. Italian midfielder Jorginho revealed his international teammates tipped him off about the striker's attributes long before he signed. Lukaku's 30 goals for Inter Milan last season helped them win the Serie A title. And he has picked up straight away by scoring 4 in 4 for Chelsea since a £97.5 million move. Jorginho said, "They said that he works a lot, he can help a lot, he tries to talk, he works hard. We are really happy that he is really helping everyone. That's what everyone does here, we try to help each other, and he came with the right mentality, working and trying to help. So I'm really happy for him as well because he works so hard during training and deserves every goal. A big impact is well deserved." Lukaku made the difference on Tuesday night as Chelsea laboured against Champions League opponent Zenit St. Petersburg. The Blues staged a fireworks spectacular at Stamford Bridge to celebrate their first Euro game since beating Manchester City in last season's final. But it took a 69th-minute header from Lukaku to earn victory for Thomas Tuchel's side. Defender Antonio Rudiger said of the Belgian hitman, "He is a striker of great class. He has a big personality, but what is more important is the team, not only one player. Of course, to have a great player like him is very good, but the reason we won the Champions League last year is we did it as a team. Chelsea interest in Sevilla's Jules Kounde continues but is dependent on Antonio Rudiger's future, reports say. The Blues saw a £42.8 million bid rejected by Sevilla over the summer, who are holding out for his £68 million release clause. According to La Colina de Nervion, Thomas Tuchel remains interested in French international Kounde. But the transfer depends on the future of Rudiger, who is locked in contract extension talks with just a year left on his current deal. Chelsea are planning for the worst-case scenario, which could see Rudiger reject a new contract, putting them at risk of losing him for free in the summer of 2022. The report states that should the Blues cash in on the Real Madrid-linked defender, it could create a new attack, in the bid to sign Kounde. The Frenchman will be hoping the two clubs can strike a deal at some point in the future. Kounde was allegedly fuming Sevilla blocked his transfer move to Chelsea, according to the Spanish football podcast. Brave Rudiger is a player who Tuchel likes a lot and someone he would very much like to keep. The German boss said back in May, "If Tony Rudiger wants to stay at the club then he has our full support. Nothing is better than what he's doing for a new contract. He is speaking with his performances and has been amazing. He is very brave and full of energy in his defending. He is leading by example and has a very positive aggressivity in him. This is what we like. When he can channel all this into top performances, we are all very happy to have him."